One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.
Greetings, this is Tai Brown and welcome to One Question. Our guest today is Ray Anderson. Ray is currently the Vice President and Athletics Director at Arizona State University. Thanks for joining us, Ray.
Happy to be here, Ty. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Now, Ray, you've been on all sides of the NFL. You were a player agent.
Correct.
You've worked in the front office of the Atlanta Falcons.
Correct.
And you spent some time at the NFL League office. During that span of time, did you ever seriously envision yourself working in college athletics?
Well, a lot of my time in those capacities as an agent, when I was at the Falcons and then working for the league office, I actually, in my duty, spent a lot of time on college campuses. In addition, my son played football at Vanderbilt, so while I was in the NFL, I would often go down to his games at Vanderbilt, and every time I was on a college campus, the enthusiasm, the energy is something that really struck me. So I would speak at law schools, I would speak at business schools, I would speak at orientations for student athletes aspiring to potentially go to play professionally. And there was always something about the energy and the youthful enthusiasm at the college level that really appealed to me. So while I didn't think per se about being an athletic director, I can tell you that some of my most productive and fun and impactful time was when I was on a college campus. So when this opportunity came along, I almost felt like it was a natural next step for me. So I'm delighted to be here at Arizona State working with all of our student athletes.
Well, that's great. And looking at your background, you're a Stanford undergrad, you're Harvard Law. Of course, we've mentioned your time in the NFL. How do all those experiences help you make decisions in your current role at Arizona State? Well,
the breadth of decisions and situations that I face where you had to make decisions sometimes urgently really have helped me kind of navigate my way here as a leader in the collegiate levels, so that I think I brought a skill set that was probably a little broader than the traditional athletic director track, and so that's helped me very much, certainly on the business and the legal side, being able to bring those skills to a more traditional collegiate environment. You mix those together, and I think that's allowed us to move a little more nimbly, a little more adeptly in a public institution. So those skills and those experiences just gave me a different perspective, and I think when we added it together to what typically happens at the college level, it's been effective, at least for us here at Arizona State University.
Now, you've done things at Arizona State such as adding sports and bringing on other former NFL executives. What goes into those decisions, specifically adding sports in this time of financial prudency? How do you go about making the decision to add another sport?
Well, you got to believe, first of all, in the student-athlete experience and what it does for the individuals who can come and play at a varsity level and get scholastic assistance. I think the more of those opportunities, the better your university is, and more importantly, the more impact you're making, because those student-athletes go out to be leaders. So we've added 4 sports since I've been here. We elevated men's hockey to varsity. We brought back men's varsity tennis, and we added women's triathlon and women's lacrosse. Those are all student-athlete experiences that are really, I think, important to leadership development. And it makes our university better by offering more sports to more students. But you got to figure a way to financially support that. And so I brought some of my NFL colleagues here, primarily in sponsorship and ticketing and revenue generation, because we needed folks to go out and help us create dollars and new revenue streams to support these new sports and other programs we wanted to bring on. So we've added sports, Ty, but in each case, we certainly had to make the case to the president and to the chief financial officer that we could do so fiscally responsibly and prudently. So we have to create revenue streams. We have to do really good at philanthropy. We have to do very good at articulating our vision to donors who want to step up and then support those added programs. And we've had very good results thus far. Proud of what we're doing out here.
Right, and you've done a great job. Most ADs emphasize the importance of the student-athlete experience. And I think that's one of the major differences when you talk about the NFL versus college athletics. Can you talk to us about the difference in the two?
Yeah, the big difference is that in college athletics, the people we serve, they're 18 to 22.
Right.
They're in times in their lives where you can still have an impact, you can influence them, you can really help guide them. And this is across sports, men and women, the chance to really kind of be in higher education, to mentor, to cajole, to lead, hopefully in leadership development. It's a marvelous opportunity. And you don't get that at the NFL because by the time they get to the NFL, very frankly, they're there to make the money,
Right.
show them the money.
Right.
And so you don't have as nearly an opportunity at the NFL level like you do here at the collegiate level to really impact a young man or a woman. And that's a real responsibility, and very frankly, it's a real honor. So the big difference is they're 18 to 22.
And I'd imagine some of those 18 to 22-year-olds, specifically the football players, probably spend as much time as they can trying to pick your brain on how the NFL worked.
And that's one of the joys of being here, because they do. And we make ourselves available to counsel and mentor in any way we can so that their transition to the professional ranks in the NFL or any place else they go, or to just go out and do what you and I are doing, be a journalist, be a communicator, be an athletic director,
Right.
the chance to mentor and counsel with whatever their desires are after they get out of here is a great honor, and we spend a lot of time doing that.
Right. Well, this has been an excellent experience, and I think this is excellent insight for those who are listening. And really, your background and all your experiences, including what you do now, are a great service to those who work in college athletics.
Well, thank you, Ty, and I appreciate it and continue to wish you good luck, my man.
Well, thank you very much. That was Ray Anderson, Vice President and Athletics Director at Arizona State University. And this is Tai Brown, signing off.
And that's today's One Question, brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. One Question is designed to give D1 Ticker subscribers valuable insights on how executive leaders in college athletics think about key issues on their respective campuses, in their departments, or within their leagues and conferences. One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.